Kenya, a gateway to golden investment opportunities in the heart of Africa. Kenya, officially known as the Republic of Kenya, is a country in East Africa. Its capital is Nairobi, and other important cities include Mombasa, Kisumu, and Nakuru. Kenya is bordered by Ethiopia to the north, South Sudan to the northwest, Uganda to the west, and Tanzania to the southwest and south. Kenya also borders the Indian Ocean to the southeast and has an area of approximately 585,000 square kilometers. The country is divided into 8 provinces, each governed by a regional commissioner. The population of Kenya is 53,771,000 people. 85.5% of Kenyans are Christians, and 11% are Muslims. The official languages are Swahili and English. Kenya is recognized as one of the economic drivers in Africa. The country has a complex and diverse economy that includes agriculture, mining, industry, and services. Additionally, Kenya is one of Africa's important commercial and financial hubs and hosts many international organizations in the region. The official currency of Kenya is the Kenyan shilling. Compared to other world currencies, its value is moderate, and it ranks mid-range in global currency valuations. 129 Kenyan shillings are equivalent to $1. In 2023, Kenya's inflation rate was approximately 6.5%. Kenya's total annual trade volume, encompassing both exports and imports, is around $50 billion. This includes all trade sectors, such as industry, agriculture, services, and other economic areas in which the country is active. The most important countries that have trade relations with Kenya are China, trade volume. In recent years, the trade volume between Kenya and China has been steadily increasing. For example, in 2022, bilateral trade between these two countries reached over $4 billion. Trade sectors: imports of electronic products, household appliances, machinery, plastic products, and exports of raw mineral materials to China. India, trade volume. Trade between Kenya and India is also significant, with the bilateral trade amounting to over $1.5 billion in recent years. Trade sectors: exports of pharmaceuticals, clothing, food products, electronic goods, and petroleum products to India, and imports of fertilizers, tea, machinery, and medical equipment from India to Kenya. United States of America, trade volume. The United States of America is one of Kenya's main trading partners, with trade between the two countries reaching $1.5 billion in recent years. Trade sectors: exports of machinery, electrical equipment, medical products, and imports of agricultural products, oil, and coffee from the United States to Kenya. United Kingdom, trade volume. Trade between Kenya and the United Kingdom amounted to $1.3 billion in 2022. Trade sectors: exports of machinery, pharmaceuticals, medical products, and imports of agricultural posters and tea from the United Kingdom to Kenya. Australia, trade volume. In recent years, trade between Kenya and Australia has reached over $1 billion. Trade sectors: exports of minerals, energy, and agricultural products from Australia to Kenya, and imports of food products, electronic equipment, and chemicals from Kenya to Australia. As one of the leading economies in East Africa, Kenya has several key areas that require investment, trade, imports, and exports. These areas include agriculture, investment in agricultural technologies, irrigation, and modern machinery to increase productivity. Imports: agricultural machinery, chemical fertilizers, and improved seeds. Exports: tea, coffee, ornamental plants, fruits, and vegetables. Energy: investment in renewable energy sources such as wind, solar, and geothermal energy. Imports: renewable energy equipment and technologies, oil and gas equipment. Exports: potential export opportunities in clean energy and products related to the energy industry. Construction and infrastructure: investment in construction projects, road building, railways, and ports. Imports: heavy construction machinery, modern building materials. Exports: potential for exporting construction products and raw minerals. Technology and communications: investment in information and communication technology, tech startups, and innovation. Imports: communication equipment, computers, software, and modern technologies. Exports: IT services, locally developed software. Healthcare: investment in hospitals, medical equipment, and pharmaceuticals. Imports: medicines, advanced medical equipment. Exports: locally produced medicines, healthcare products. Tourism: investment in hotels, resorts, and tourism infrastructure. Imports: equipment and services related to the hospitality industry. Exports: tourism experiences, tours, and travel services, industry and manufacturing, investment in processing industries, manufacturing and packaging, imports, industrial machinery, raw materials, and production technologies, exports, processed products, handicrafts, and local manufacturing, finance and banking, investment in financial services, digital banking, and financial technologies fintech, imports, advanced financial technologies, banking software, exports, financial and banking services, financial consultancy. These areas represent numerous opportunities for investment and trade in Kenya and can contribute to sustainable economic growth and strengthen trade relations with other countries. The Kenyan government offers various incentives for foreign investors to facilitate investment and economic development. Some of these benefits and incentives include tax and customs facilities for companies operating in special economic zones, exemption from value-added tax VAT for imported equipment and machinery for investment projects, exemption from customs duties for the import of raw materials and production equipment. Large-scale projects in specific sectors such as renewable energy, infrastructure, and information technology can benefit from long-term tax exemptions. Kenya's membership in several international and regional agreements ensures free trade and investment protection, such as the COMESA and EAC agreements, provision of administrative facilities and support for the establishment and expansion of businesses, access to industrial land and facilitation of licensing and permit processes, transparent laws and regulations to protect intellectual property rights and investors' rights. Tax rates in Kenya. Corporate income tax. The standard corporate income tax rate is 30% for local companies and 5% for foreign branches. Value-added tax VAT. The VAT rate is 16%, applied to taxable goods and services. Capital gains tax. The capital gains tax rate is 5%. Personal income tax. The personal income tax rate is progressive, ranging from 10% to 30% depending on the level of income. Exports from Oman to Kenya are usually carried out via sea routes. The main ports in Oman and Kenya used for this purpose include sea route from Oman, Port Sultan Qaboos, one of the most important ports in Oman, serving as the main hub for the country's exports and imports. Port Sohar, a significant industrial and commercial port in Oman that plays a vital role in international trade. Port Duqm, a multipurpose port that is rapidly developing and growing, offering suitable facilities for transporting large goods. To Kenya, Port Mombasa, the largest and busiest port in Kenya, playing a key role in the country's imports and exports. Air route, in cases where faster transportation is required, exports may be carried out via air transport. The main airports in Oman and Kenya for air cargo transport include, from Oman, Muscat International Airport, the largest airport in Oman, covering international cargo flights. Salalah International Airport, another airport in Oman used for international cargo flights. To Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, the largest and busiest airport in Kenya, acting as the main hub for the country's international air transport. If you are looking for new investment opportunities, Alnawras International Business Solution Company is ready to provide consultancy services for collaboration, investment, export and import, and information technology services in Kenya. Contact us to assist you on this journey.